What's going on, guys? This is going to be another video that I'm doing, basically covering everything for the most part, what I went over in the class I did the other day. And then I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a trade recap. So everything I'm going to go over is taken from trades that I took live today. So these are going to be some live examples of trades that I took today. So I want to make this more about volume today than anything else, because that is the most important thing, in my opinion. And today was a really good day to be focusing on volume. I told you a lot if you were trading volume, right? So up in the top left right here, you're going to see the volume for each candle as I hover over it. So just take a note of the volume you see, right? So this right here was our open. This was 9:30 a.m. You see we're at 38K volume there. The second candle is 30K. All right. Now the first red candle that opens up is 23K. So you have lower volume on this pullback, right? Now, the only thing that would make this valid for you to add here is if the next candle that opens up has more volume than this red candle here, right? This is a lower volume pullback, so you need buyers to start stepping in and cause this to go up, so create some momentum, right? You can see here, though, that's not the case. So we actually have lower volume. We missed volume by 4,000, right? So right off the bat, this is a red flag showing you that this is probably going to start coming down soon because the buyers are just not here. And you can also tell by these bars down here, you can tell by the volume bars, this is higher, right? Compared to the two candles we had off the open. So you get this low volume pump and then right in to a knife. And look at the volume on that, right? Now we're back to the volume we were seeing at the start of the day, 38.30, and this is 33. All right, so we can continue coming down the entire downtrend here, right? Starts slowing down a tiny bit. But I want you to take a note of this volume here, right? We have 31K, 18, 23, so let's just say an average of about 25, right? Boom, look at that, 19K volume. So again, lower volume on this pump. And then you get this rejection candle here, 20K volume, kind of just trading a little bit sideways right now. And then this candle opens up, green candle with 15K volume. So that is nothing compared to the 35 we were seeing earlier. It's almost cut in half. So you can tell, again, buyers are not here. And this is all happening while ES is at a key level. SPY was at a key level right around this area as well. So this is a really good time to pick up shorts if you notice this low volume pullback. Now you see, boom, we're back over into the 20K volume area. You're going to see a little bit lower here and then 27, right? So you see that. And then we start this little consolidation bear flag, right? And the entire time you see, notice the volume here, 16, 16, 15. So the volume, again, cut in half, lower volume. Also, another thing I want you guys to take a note of is we are on an uptrend here, right? So this is like a bull flag, wedge, whatever you want to call it. And at the same time, you see that the volume is decreasing. This is bearish divergence. So whenever this is happening in real time, whenever the stock is going up and your volume is coming down, that is usually the sign. That's usually a sign that a knife is following. And that's exactly what you see, a really nice drop down right there. And again, look at the volume here, and then look at the volume once we get into the downtrend. We're back into the 30s, right? This candle here had 30K. A little lower here, but overall we're seeing give or take about 20K ish. All right. Down here we sort of bottom out a little bit, and we start going green. And look at that, volume is there on your side, but nevertheless, this is still a bear flag. I'm going to switch to a 15-minute for this because that's where I saw this divergence. You can really see the divergence on any time frame. It's easier to see on these higher time frames, though. And this is what I played, what we alerted. Make it something like that. and then of course the bottom of this flag, flag, wedge, whatever you want to call it. Either way, what I'm looking at is the volume, right? Downtrend once again. So you can see same exact setup as this one when we saw in the 5-minute, was stocks going up, volumes coming down, same setup, except you're seeing it on a larger time frame now. So we're going up on decreasing volume. Obviously, I'm expecting a knife here once again, true? And that's exactly what happens. So you get a big knife here, and again, look at the volume. These are the only two candles when we were starting to just bottom off. There were buyers around this area. This made a new low a day here. This was a demand zone, so there are going to be buyers present. And that's why you see a little bit of a fight going on over here. But you have 53K, 40, and then you can really start to tell the seller exhaustion whenever you see you go from 40 and 53 to 27, right? So you see that. You see volume is decreasing on an uptrend, and then big knife. So you go from 27-ish to 33, so significantly higher there. And then you see it come down. You see this one with 36K, right? And then, boom, this candle follows. And this candle has just about the same volume as your downtrend. So that's probably telling you buyers are very strong here, right? And so you start to see a little bit of an uptrend, and then volume just stays right about the same in this area. We're kind of just chopping through. This is definitely where I would just sit this out. It's not telling you anything. You can look at the bars down here. They're almost flat through here. And then there wasn't really much going on the rest of the day except for right here where you saw 177K on the volume there. And then obviously you see a little bit of continuation through, so you could have scalped something like this. Obviously, when you have this much volume, you're going to see a little bit of continuation the candle after, and that's exactly what happened there. So that was today's recap. Went over literally almost every candle there. Gave you guys a really nice breakdown on volume and how I used it today. Obviously, you can use your EMAs to sort of gauge, where the trend is, and also as another source of confirmation. And that's exactly what I did with this trade here, and that you could have done with this trade here too, right? You go up on low volume, straight back to the EMAs, and then we reject super hard. And then same exact thing right here. Go up, reject EMAs, come back down. We broke over, but again, we did not hold over. That's the biggest thing. You didn't hold over. And then it just comes right back down. But that was it. That was today's recap. Keeping it really simple these days. Honestly, there's not much to it. You don't need to overcomplicate these things. And that was today's recap. I only took 3 or 4 trades today, and they were all green. So yeah, that's today's video.